Hello, I am trying a new thing today where I talk about books, but not just talking about the books I'm currently reading, because I like the upload schedule I've had lately, where I've been having 2 videos a week, which is very exciting, but that is hard to sustain with my reading pace. I don't often get through 2 books in a week, and so that makes it hard to do that many videos, especially if I'm also sometimes doing videos where I'm reading multiple books in one video. So with that in mind, I thought I would do some book recommendation videos. Specifically, at least for now, I'm just going to be recommending books that I personally just really liked. Maybe later on I can recommend books under a certain kind of heading or category or theme, but for now I'm just going to recommend some of my favorite books and tell you a little bit about them, and I'm going to try to keep it brief to make it easier on me when I'm editing. So I think I'm going to try to do 3 to 5 books per video. This one I'm just going to do 3. These are my 3 all-time favorite books. And the first one is Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. I really like Rebecca Roanhorse. I would say that she is a favorite author, although there has been at least a story that I've read by her that I was kind of met on. And there's some other stuff she's written that I'm just not interested in. It's I think she wrote some Star Wars stuff, and I'm not big on Star Wars. But I do really like her work as an author. I'm already rambling. Oh my God. Black Sun is the first in a trilogy called Between Earth and Sky. It is pre-Columbian indigenous high fantasy. It involves all kinds of different magic. There's reincarnated gods. There's lots of political intrigue and just complicated relationships, and really it feels like an expansive setting to me when I'm reading it. The character work is great. It feels very immersive to me. It also has one of my favorite fantasy romantic subplots. I love them together so much. It's a queer normative story, which is really fun, and it includes a variety of queer identities. It's a pretty dark and twisty story. Even just the opening scene of Black Sun is pretty gruesome. So if you don't like the opening scene, if you can't handle that, you maybe shouldn't try to read this series. It can get a lot. It is also a multi-POV story, which when done well, I really like. I think a multi-POV story can add a lot of depth and just allow you to expand in the story, especially in terms of where the story is. When not done well, it can make the story feel cluttered or distracted, but in this case it is done very well, and I do really enjoy it. So I highly recommend this book, and you should check it out. The next one I recommend is Iron Widow by Jiren J. Zhao. Which is a science fantasy, I guess you'd call it. It's got mechs in it. It's great. It's also queer. It has a love triangle that is an actual triangle, a triad. I love it. I love all of the characters in the triad. I really like the main character is someone that I feel like a lot of people read Iron Widow, from some of the stuff I've seen of reviews. They read it and they don't like her, and so they don't like the book. But the thing is I don't think Zetienne is meant to be a likable character necessarily. She's meant to be complicated and traumatized and dark. And this definitely delivers on all of that. This book gets pretty dark. It is in a Chinese inspired setting. There's really cool, there's mechs in it, so it's got really cool mech battles. I like the magic system. The politics are, again, really interesting and well laid out. I appreciate it as a patriarchy smashing book, but one that actually delves into how complicated and layered systems of oppression are. And to that end, looking into how this is both a dark book and the main character's kind of unlikable, and it deals with a lot of the like complication and nuance of navigating systems of oppression and systemic violence. The heroes in this story, heroes, are very morally gray. They all do stuff that's like, oh no. And I love it. It's so good, and I'm dying for the third book in this series. This is the first in a series. I'm dying for the third book. I need to know what happens. And the third and last book for this video is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn, which is also part of a series. It's the first in a series. This is a contemporary fantasy based in Arthurian legend, but it also brings in other like culturally rooted magic systems, which I love. The first book anyway deals with a secret society on a college campus. It grapples a lot with like racism and microaggressions. I don't want to get into spoilers, but there's some things examining the history of racism that impact aspects of this society, and it's a very juicy twist, and I love it. This is also another story with queer characters. It deals a lot with, like, there's kind of a mystery plot because the main character, her mother died recently, and she thinks that this secret society is wrapped up in her death, and so she's trying to like find answers. And it has a love triangle that I'm less clear on how it's going to resolve, but I prefer one side of it over the other pretty intensely. I like Cell a lot. I don't know what's going on there though. It's really good. It's hard to talk about like the things I really like without getting into the spoilers, but suffice to say, it's a super good book. It's got some really good twists. I really like the magic system, and I am again excited to read. I think it's the fourth book that's coming out next. I'm excited to see what happens in the fourth book. So those are my books for now. I hope this video was interesting. We'll see how these go, how many more of them I make, but I do want to experiment with doing stuff like this more. I might try and maybe I'll try and recommend books based on like tropes I like or something. But regardless, I will leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, leave a what would be a good emoji for this video? I don't just want to do a stack of books again. That feels silly. Leave a crow emoji down below if there's a crow emoji. That's because of Black Sun. Black Sun has giant rideable crows in it. Did I mention that? It has giant rideable crows. Why don't I have a giant rideable crow is what I want to know. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye!